starting off in a random parking lot here in Orlando. And I'm heading inside for Spooky Empire 2024 now. Let's take a closer look. I found them. I have friends. This is proof.
This is Steven Tyler.
This is him.
Hey,
show me what happened.
Oh my God.
It's on video. Hang on. Look, there it is. That's Robbie. There's Alice Cooper. Going in. A genuine reaction. And you didn't believe me that was him.
No, I saw the car pulled up and he was just like, what? And I was like, wait,
where is the banana? Huh?
You almost threw a banana peel at him.
I did. I almost took him out.
Adam's here.
Alice Cooper slipped
Blair
on your
Witch
banana
shirt. That's
peel.
what's happening today. The panel. I'm excited. And there's another panel at 2 o'clock.
I'm going.
Alice Cooper. It's officially happening. Blair Witch reunion. Got some basket case action here. This is awesome. Children of the Corn. Alice Cooper, who we've already seen. Look at this dude. That's so incredible. Hi. This is Norm.
Norm, a terror at the track at the Arbondale Raceway Speedway in October. Brand new haunted house. I am the maintenance man.
Okay.
I've been keeping good care of that track since the track took my soul about 20 years ago. But we'll have all kinds of stuff going. Come see us.
I'll definitely come see you, Norm. There's like only one other person who actually introduced me to this film, 2000 Maniacs.
There's only about 8 of us that have seen the movie.
I love this movie. It is
St. Cloud's famous horror film.
It is. Worcester Gordon Lewis. I didn't know they made a soundtrack. That is so cool. We're heading into the Blair Witch panel. It's very quiet in here. Shh. Well, we have front row for the Blair Witch panel.
I'm excited about this panel.
This is gonna be awesome. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. This is Adam's poster.
The only thing that was
How cool is that?
I got the front row. The front row, Kevin.
No, I think you're the scariest thing here.
Eduardo Sanchez. Let's give him a round of applause! Heather Donahue, Joshua Leonard, and Michael C. Williams. Please come on out! Welcome the cast and the director of the Blair Witch Project!
We were at UCF and doing, just hanging out on the weekends, and we had just watched this movie called Freddy's Dead, and we were talking about what made us scared as kids, and we kind of honed in on this show called In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy was the narrator. That show creeped the crap out of us when we were kids, so we went and rented it and watched the show, and we loved it. And again, even as adults or semi-adults in film school, we were we loved it. It was creepy, and so we were like, oh, I wonder if you could do that, fake. Basically, if you could do a fake documentary. So the whole idea was, a fake documentary. It was going to have the footage in the woods with the actors, and then we were going to cut back and forth to talking heads and people examining the footage, and investigators and detectives, family members, and then so that was the original idea. And then the Blair Witch thing came later when we were actually going into production and trying to figure out, okay, why are they going into the woods? And we came up with the mythology for for the Blair Witch. You had to give them a reason to go there. So it was just basically a fake documentary,
So many components of time and place and genre and society that kind of came together to make it something that we're actually talking about 25 years later. But before any of that, there was a moment where we sat down at that first screening at Sundance, and there was a room full of people, and you could fucking feel it. You could feel that it worked and that it made an audience feel something really viscerally. And that's ultimately, like, your audience. It's another thing, because I just assume there's a lot of creatives in here. the amount of years that it took me to take hard notes on something that I'd written or something that I'd made and not go, but it's in there because it's, and in my head, this whole thing doesn't work if you don't have that one. And to shut my mouth and to go like, oh, you're the audience. You're telling me the experience that you're having with this, and I'm never like that is somebody giving honest feedback on something that you make of the way it makes them feel in the places that doesn't make them feel, for me has been the greatest and most humbling often gift as an artist.
Yes.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a tough one to answer. Everything that you love also breaks your heart. So there's some of that. But not actually scared, no. And I enjoy standing in people's corners if you haven't noticed. It is a lot of fun.
And I love a good toothpick.
Got Caricature is here. Follow this because I'm gonna tell you guys something. There's a lot of artists in this world, but not a lot catch my attention like this. This is quality stuff. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm a fan. I'm starting to do some movement. I'm talking like he's not even standing right here in front of me. Hello.
Hello.
The man behind this beautiful madness here. This is my favorite one this year. Look at this. Does the ear remove?
No.
No, okay. That's okay. I'd be afraid to put it on and off. Wait, what hump? Seriously. Tell him I sent you. Look at that selfie dude.
Yes.
Selfie dude or selfie
guy?
Dude
Selfie
now.
guy. It is. Today I'm hungover guy, but at 3:30, my Knicks are going to win Game 7. We are going to win by 14 points.
I predict.
Are you betting on the game?
Yeah,
is that what that is?
Oh, this is all going. This is all going on the Knicks. So.
Hello, creeps. Now I actually have this right here, the 8-passenger DeLorean. There's a few more things here. Cremated plastic. Instagram, check it out or go to the website. All kinds of theme park mini models and vehicles. Man, look at this. Creeperama does it again.
Event Horizon.
It's awesome. Yeah, Event Horizon, The Thing. Oh yeah, Mike, who did we just meet?
Dude,
Tommy Timmons?
Tommy Timmons. Shut up, Tom. The Colossus of Clown.
Go ahead.
Make America sick again.
This.
You're doing like all the commentary for my videos.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well.
Alice is in the building. We're gonna go to his panel. Where are we about to see?
Oh my God, we're about to see the Cooper.
Alice.
Alice, be thy name.
Hey guys, all right, so this is my head of my line. Line 2, you're gonna walk down and then up around. Line 3, you're coming up, down and around. It's like a game of Snake. I know you guys got this all weekend. It's been awesome. So if you want to start it off,
here we
walk
go.
right to the doors.
And I should also say, the best party in the world. I am so honored to bring to the stage at this time. He is the man behind Spooky Empire. Make some noise for the one and only Peter.
Thank you guys, thank you man. Thank you for coming out every year and everything like that. Spooky Emperor wouldn't be anything without you guys. I want to get this Q&A going, and I'm going to do it this time. So this is my first time, so be patient with it. So everybody, stand on up, everybody. And let's give a loud Alice Cooper.
We play anywhere they pay us, you know. When we were kids, you know, in your high school band, you played any place you could play. That was it for 4 hours a night, doing covers, and that's how your band gets good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's, Beatles did that, Stones did that, everybody did that. Yeah.
So the one thing I always wanted to know is, like, in the 80s, you know, like Ozzy Osbourne got a perm and dyed his hair blonde, and then Gene Simmons would wear a pink blouse. Why didn't you go that way?
How dare they? I used to go on stage in early 70s, and I think this is how we got our reputation, the whole band. We were more Clockwork Orange than Clockwork Orange. I'd have leather pants on, and I'd have my girlfriend's slip but it was all torn with blood all over it. And that's how the show started, you know. So the audience would go, what happened? You know, and the guys in the band went hair down to here, makeup on, but it wasn't elegant makeup, it was smeared, you know. So it was just like everything about us was an insult. and that's what I think started the whole theatricality of the Alice Cooper thing. Then we took it a step further and said, why don't we make the lyrics come to life? If you say, welcome to my nightmare, don't just say it, give them the nightmare.
Jimi Hendrix hooked you up, right? Didn't he hook you up with your manager, which is an incredible person, Shep? He's just, what he's done for like the industry, like the cooks and everything like that, it's just amazing. Well, he hooked you up though.
I've been with Shep 55 years.
Yeah.
And we don't have a contract. We never did. You know, and which is he's still my manager, and we lived like 5 houses apart in Maui somewhere. But the thing about that era was all of my big brothers and big sisters died at 27. I mean, Jim Morrison was, Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin, all those people. They were our big brothers. You know, we'd be sitting around getting high with them and drinking and everything, and the next thing you know, 27 gone. I mean, that was weird. And the weird thing was that almost everyone that died at 27 was some kind of a world beater. They were people that really mattered. It was a weird situation for people to, you know, to live fast, die young, and have a good-looking corpse. That's pretty much what it was.
You opened up for Motley Crue on their farewell tour, and you blew them away. It's incredible. It's incredible how you are still out there doing it, and these other guys are giving up already.
So, the Toronto Peace Festival, we go on between John Lennon and the Doors, and we open these, you know, feather pillows, and you hit them with CO2 cartridges, and it's a blizzard on stage, and John Lennon's over here, and the Doors over there going, yeah, this is great. And all of a sudden I look down, there's a chicken on stage. I didn't bring the chicken. Nobody I know brings a chicken to a show. You know, they go, I got my keys, I got my tickets, I got my chicken. And so I look down, there's a chicken, and we have white feathers. I went, oh. Somebody in the audience brought a chicken and put it on stage. I said, well, being from Detroit, I've never been on a farm in my life, okay? It had wings, it had feathers, it should fly. Chickens don't fly as much as they plummet. So I took the chicken and I went, heaved it out in the audience, and the audience tore it to pieces. The Toronto Peace Festival. The capper to this story is that the first 6 rows were all in wheelchairs. They're the ones that killed the chicken. Oh my God. Threw it back on stage. And next day, Frank Zappa, who produced us at the time, he says, did you kill a chicken on stage last night? And I went, no. And he goes, well, don't tell anybody, they love it. So that's when I realized the audience was looking for a villain. There were all these rock heroes and no villains. There were all these Peter Pans and no Captain Hook. And I went, I will gladly be Captain Hook. And you know, that's where it was really born. That's where the idea of a rock villain that was funny and could deliver the music, but at the same time scare you. There's 2 guys probably in the business, maybe 3, that are considered maestros. I mean, best of the best. Frank Zappa was one. Frank Zappa could direct the Philharmonic Orchestra because he knew more about music than anybody on rock and roll. Brian Wilson. And we're sitting after the Grammys one night, and it's Iggy, myself, John, you know, it's everybody sitting there. And I hear, psst, Alice. And I look around, and it's Brian Wilson. I went, hey, Brian. And he says, come here. I go over, and he says, introduce me to John Lennon. I went, I know these guys have met before. I mean, you know, they've talked about, the Beatles talked about how they wouldn't have done Sgt. Pepper had they not heard Pet Sounds. So I went, okay. John, this is Brian Wilson. And John looks at me and he goes, "Oh, hello, Brian. How are you? Good to see you." He said, "You know, I've been a big fan all your life." "Oh, thank you." No, he leaves. About half an hour later, psst, Bernie. And Bernie Taupin was sitting there. He goes, "Introduce me to John Lennon." Bernie looks at me over. You know, he says, "John," he said, "this is Bernie, and this is Brian Wilson." And John goes, "Oh, hello, Brian." And as soon as he leaves, he looks at me, he says, "He's not well, you know." I had never met Johnny. And we were going to go do a jam session at a place in London called the, I think the 500 Club or the 100 Club or something like that. 100 Club. And I said, "Why don't you come down and play with us tonight?" Because I knew he was a guitar player. So he shows up, he's got his own amp. You know, and he killed it. Every song we played, he knew it. And afterwards, I was telling him about the Hollywood Vampires, the drinking club at the Rainbow. And he said, "Why don't we just put a little bar band together and, you know, just play songs for our dead drunk friends?" You know, and Joe Perry goes, "I'm in." Duff McKagan, "I'm in." You know, pretty soon there's this all-star band, and we were just going to play bars. We played the Rainbow Room the first night. There was maybe 100 people there. The next show was Rock in Rio, 300,000 people. All of us have been in front of that many people, except for Johnny. Johnny was used to playing at the Robanco Club, you know. And he's looking at me, you know, I said, "Johnny, you're an actor." "Yeah." I said, "Okay, your role in this is a rock star. You're a guitarist in a rock band." And he said, I get it. I said, if it was 100 people or 100,000, it doesn't matter, we're doing the same show. And he killed it. He went out, he became a strutting rock star. Great, man, he nailed it. You know, at the time, it was the biggest show in the world. I watched it, I never missed it. And I get the call, "Hey, they want you to be on the Muppet Show." And this was at the top of when I was just absolutely hated by everybody, you know. And I went, "Oh, I spent all this time building this horror image. I really want to do the show." And I said, who's been on it lately? And they said, "Christopher Lee, Vincent Price." "I'm in." If those guys can do the show, I can. I never had so much fun doing anything in my life. We did it in London. There was a week of rehearsal. And I gotta tell you, Miss Piggy was coming on to me. And Kermit was getting mad. And I finally told her, I said, "Hey, Kermit, she's a pig." But you got to the point of talking to them, because they talk to you, you know, as characters. Like, if you're sitting there, if you were a Muppet, and you'd say, "What are you going to have for lunch?" And he said, "I don't know." I said, "What do you want to go for?" And you're talking to a piece of felt. But they're so real that you bought right into it. So for a week, you just bought right into talking to the eagle, or you're talking to, you know, and it was the most fun thing I ever did in my life. And as far, they would let you, you know, if you had an idea for something, you know, they would go right with it. Henson was so much fun. Frank Oz, this was the original guys. And they were all New York guys in London. So I felt right at home, you know, I mean, they were just, it was truly fun. And every birthday, I still get a little porcelain Muppet for my birthday. They said they always do this. They always send you the porcelains.
Picture. So we're all so close, and we're all going to get a group picture together.
Look at this.
Hey, love the chopping mall.
Yeah. And I had to stop off and see my friends in Carnival of Crafty Creatures. Check them out because they make some of the best wood carvings in the game. I have a lot in my collection. I've shown on the channel. So check them out. Look at that. A little Ed Gein action. But let them know that I sent you. Hey, they're all hanging here trying to get their own 3D maps. You guys are trying to get your own 3D map, right? It's right behind you. You've come to the right place. Stopped off to see my friends in DOA. They got a couple of new ones here. Crybaby, some Universal Monsters action. They're doing a bunch of good stuff. Dude, Skipper Haas knocked out of the park with this. Connell Cochran's Halloween 3. He knocks out of the park every time. What was that?
Look at what I got. I just paid $30 for internet. Knicks game 7 right now. I am ready. Legitimately, it was lagging, so I just went and paid $30 for internet.
Dude.
We got to win this game 7. Let's go, Knicks!
Oh. The singing is weakening him.
All the booths are starting to pack up. What a fun-filled day. I'm sure they had a fun-filled weekend. I had a fun day. Got to see Alice Cooper. I got to see Blair Witch Project. I did see all the celebrities in the room, including her from Lisa Frankenstein, man. Pretty awesome. I do love Spooky Empire. The spooky feels right inside this room. Spooky Empire 2024, summer 2024. That's a wrap. What are you doing? And Robbie, the rat over here. What'd you get, Robbie?
I got an Alice Cooper
There
comic.
it is. Alice Cooper comic for $5, dude.
$5. A steal.
It was a dream come true today, right?
Dude, amazing.
We did it.
We did it.
Great way to kick off the summer. I love it. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.